Now at 6, another act of gun violence during a busy weekend in downtown Indy. What we're learning tonight about the victims and a possible suspect.
And after showers and storms earlier in the day, now we're getting a chance to dry out. But how long will that stick around into the work week? I'll show you.
And you know we love our sports here in the Midwest. Well, now water polo is getting in on the fun. Hear why Indianapolis became the starting place for growing this game. We start tonight with an overnight shooting in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. Gunfire during yet another busy weekend, and 2 women in this case hurt. So take a look at the scene rather. Metro Police say the shooting happened near Meridian and Washington Streets around 4:30 in the morning. Officers even found bullet holes in businesses nearby. You can see them looking at that building here. And crime tape stretched all the way to Illinois Street. Pardon me. According to an IMPD police report, they believe a male suspect shot 2 women, but police on scene told us they did not make any arrests. The women injured were taken to the hospital in stable condition. Developing tonight, we now know the name of the Owen County Sheriff's deputy shot Friday evening. Sergeant Detective Nathan Martin was doing a welfare check on a home in the Texas Pike area. That's when investigators say a 58-year-old man shot at him and at other officers. They exchanged gunfire, but it's not clear which deputies fired their weapons.
This is a very serious situation. Anytime that we're putting our uniform on, we know that we're putting ourselves in harm for the public. What we ask now is for the public just to take a moment of silence, say a little bit of prayer for the deputy, and ask for a speedy recovery.
Martin was taken to the hospital in Indianapolis. He is expected to be okay. Police took the suspect into custody after he surrendered. Well, for the second time in about a week, we have had a young child with autism wander into a pond. Today in Kokomo, police were able to rescue a 6-year-old boy. Kokomo police tell us the child is autistic and disappeared this morning on Elk Drive. Within 20 minutes, officers found the boy in a retention pond near Beach Walk Lane. They were able to rescue him and give him CPR. He's now being treated at a hospital here in Indianapolis. And you may remember just over a week ago, we had a similar incident with a tragic ending. A 6-year-old boy with autism in Plainfield wandered out of his home last Saturday. Sadly, that little boy was found dead in a retention pond nearby. All right, tonight, Indigo is making some service changes you'll want to know about. This will impact the city's east and near north side. Take a look at your screen. Here are the routes that are changing. Some routes will run at different times and others will be discontinued altogether. You can find more information about these changes right now on our website, WTHR.com. 6:03 on your Sunday. Let's give you a live look outside where, goodness, it is looking a lot better than just a few hours ago. We've had some sunshine on this Sunday after some rainfall earlier in the day. I heard a lot of people, and we were kind of one of them, kind of racing to get the lawnmower out before the rain fell, and then it kind of came and went.
Yeah, really in the eastern and southern part of the state, really east and south of Indy, they actually had some strong storms roll through, a line of storms roll through. Nothing severe, thankfully, but now all that's out of here, and the pattern is really about to change. It is going to change briefly, though. There you see the storms exiting. We do still have some clouds in place, but there has been some sunshine, and that's helped to work the temperatures back up into the 70s in a few spots. But what you're really going to notice once this system moves out of here is that the humidity has dropped. We've been advertising this for a while. We knew that the drier air would be making its way in. All of the darker colors here off to the south and east indicating where the humidity is much, much higher. In order to get that air mass to change, it's got to be a little bit breezy. The wind is pushing all of that dry air out of here, so the winds are at times 15 to 20 miles per hour, and we have seen some gusts up over 30 miles per hour officially at the airport. Shelbyville at 30 mile per hour gusts just within the last hour, and the next few hours it will be a cooling process, especially once we lose the sunshine. Temperatures should be able to get into the 50s overnight. I'll put 54 for the overnight low, but check this out. We could have some locations that get very close to the upper 40s, and it wouldn't be surprising to me if we get there. Tomorrow, a beautiful day. I think the best day of the entire week. We've got some more storms in the 7-day forecast, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes.
All right, Rob, thank you. And remember, as we track rain and storms later this week, we do give you access to live Doppler 13 radar anytime. Just scan this QR code you see here to download our free streaming app on your TV and connect with our weather team 24/7. USA Water Polo wants to make more of a splash here in the Midwest to grow the sport. This weekend, they held their very first tournament at the IU Natatorium. Our Ella Rhodes dives into the details for us.
Combine soccer and basketball in a pool, and it gives you water polo. Teams from across the Midwest came to compete in Indy this weekend for the first ever USA Water Polo Midwest Summer Festival in an effort to grow the sport in the region.
Indianapolis is a perfect place for this.
Coach Rob Pegler signed up his St. Louis team as soon as he learned about the tournament in Indy.
It's such a great swimming community, and the pools and just the aquatic, infrastructure lends itself. And water polo is a very fast-growing sport all across the country.
USA Water Polo invited anyone to watch the teams of both boys and girls in high school play and expose more people to the game.
Like lacrosse, for example, been growing here in the Midwest, and swimming is already very well established, but the chance to do something new and apply skills to a great team sport that's actually very unique.
Both of Scott Roggle's daughters play water polo.
My older one involved, it was swimming, and then kind of just introduced water polo to her, and then she just kind of fell in love with it.
A sport Nicole Bakoyanis with USA Water Polo says people can enjoy more than every 4 years.
You watch it in the Olympics and then it kind of goes away.
So USA Water Polo is bringing new clubs and more tournaments to a state with deep swimming history.
Amazing pools all around the Indianapolis area, a really awesome established swimming program. There's a lot of really great athletes, and so we see a lot of potential.
Given Indy's tradition of swimming, I think it would be great to have Indianapolis be a hub for water polo as well.
Testing the waters to grow the game in a city that celebrates sports on the track, court, pitch, and pool. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Indianapolis is wrapping up Pride Weekend downtown with a special treat from local businesses and from furry friends. Indy Pride started the morning with Pet Pride at Military Park. Look at that guy. Think of it like a pet show with Best in Show, Best Dressed, and owner look-alike competitions too.
I think it's a really great opportunity just to meet other pets, buy little trinkets and stuff for your pets too. There's going to be a lot of really great vendors. We also have the Indie Gay Market here, which was here yesterday and here again today. So there's going to be a lot of great opportunities to really support our community and support our small vendors who are trying to make it in this very tough economy.
And Hoosiers got to support those local vendors at the Indie Gay Market today. That's a community-driven nonprofit that uplifts LGBTQ+ creators and business owners. One vendor told us they love coming to Indie Gay Market, whether they're just working or having fun.
I actually love the gay market. It's my favorite event to do. I feel like I get the most business from it, and the customers are the most interested in my art because I'm also a queer artist. So I love doing the gay market because it helps me meet other cool local queer artists.
That's Jack from Broad Ripple. He's the founder of Jack's World of Whimsy. He creates acrylic artwork with bright and bold colors. Still to come tonight at 6, we are following up on a deadly plane crash in Missouri. We'll have the latest on the investigation and reaction there from state leaders. Rob?
Temperatures tomorrow should be able to make it back up into the mid-70s. It's going to be a very pleasant start to the week, but we've got some storms in the forecast and temperatures will get back into the 80s. I'll show you when.
And Good Samaritans saving a man trapped in storm damage. Take a look at these images. We will hear from him for the first time since this scary incident happened.